Welcome back to the latest edition of Started at the Bottom. In the last episode, we did progress in both cup competitions. A 2-1 win away at Championship side Middlesbrough, pitting us against another Championship side in the form of Norwich City. This time we'll be at home in the FA Cup fourth round. We also progressed in the FA Trophy thanks to a 2-0 victory at home to Forest Green, meaning that we look forward to a quarter-final tie at Scunthorpe. As I stated in the previous video, we have pushed ahead to the FA Cup game against Norwich. But before we get to that game, we are going to take a look and see how we got on in our league games against Marine, Oxford City and Macclesfield. As always, if you prefer to see the goals to these games, I will pop the link in the description to a video to that. With that being said, let's see what our form is like heading into the FA Cup game. As you can see, we did start off very well. A 4-1 victory away at Marine, thanks to a brace from Miro Pais. Lamar Gordon goal before it being finished off with an own goal from Josh Wardle. We do, however, head into the game against Norwich on the back of a home defeat. A 2-0 defeat at home to Oxford City. Westendorf getting a brace there for Oxford. However, we are heading into the game on the back of a victory, this time away at Macclesfield, thanks to goals from Anthony Lynn and Martin Friday. I'm not expecting miracles from the Norwich game, but after the game against Middlesbrough, there's every hope that we can come away with something. So let's see how we get on in our FA Cup fourth round tie at home to Norwich. And here we go. It's Norwich that get us underway. A couple of changes in the Leamington team. You will have noticed Stevenson came in at right back. Unfortunately, Dan Meredith was suspended in the last game, so we'll have to make that change. There's also a change at left back with Cove coming in due to a slight injury for Burton, who starts the game on the bench. And it's Norwich to take a free kick here, cross the ball in the box and headed right at Brady. Couple of early chances for Norwich. Brady plays a goal kick short to Perry, out to Crowther. Knocking the ball around nicely at the back, but it's kicked straight to Gibbs in the middle. And strike just wide of the post from Pert Harris. Early warning signs that Norwich aren't here to mess around. Williams comes forward. Intercepted by Gordon. Cove now. Plays the ball forward, Lamar Gordon. Martin Friday now. He's looking to run down the wing. Cuts it inside to Williams. Gordon. He has a go from distance, but the assistance flags up and he was just in an offside position despite putting the ball in the back of the net. Diallo. Ball comes in, headed away by Cove. Lamar Gordon flicks it on only as far as Williams. Makama. And intercepted by Perry. And Leamington come away with the ball. Miro Pais heading down the wing. Cuts back for a bit of support to Stevenson. Brady collects the ball now. Kicks it long and intercepted by Norwich. Per Harris to Diallo, and a great challenge from Crowther. And he manages to keep the ball in as well. Some good defending so far from Leamington, but Norwich are creating chances. Gibbs to take the corner. And it's headed away by Williams, only as far as Par Terrace. Goal kick to Leamington. Game goes short. Perry tries to look for Lamar Gordon on the wing. Williams intercepts. And once again, Lamar Gordon gives the ball away. Williams. And an effort from distance, and Norwich have hit the crossbar. Plenty of early chances for Norwich, and you feel it's just a matter of time before they get the breakthrough. Another goal kick for Leamington. Brady to go short. And Perry goes long towards Gordon, intercepted once more. Williams seems to be winning everything out on that side at the minute. McCarmer crosses the ball in, and it's headed away by Archie Crowther, and it comes back in once more. McCarmer strikes from distance, and it's deflected wide. Leamington will just be hoping they can make it to half-time as Martin Friday comes forward with the ball. A first chance to get into the Norwich half, and it's intercepted once more by Williams, who's been fantastic so far. Diallo coming down the left, bit of space opening up for Norwich. He cuts inside, back down the wing, and Stevenson with a great challenge and hoofs it out for a corner. Mahovo to take, and headed away by Harris. McCarmer, and the assistance flag goes up, offside. "26 minutes in, and Leamington holding strong so far, but plenty of early chances for Norwich. McCarmer, chance to put the ball in the box, he does, and Archie Crowther once more in the middle, intercepting, and out for a Norwich throw. Headed away by Crowther. Martin Friday now plays it inside to Owen Farmer. Cove goes all the way back to Brady. Short to Crowther, and it's intercepted. He should really have got a shot away there, but they're inside, and Brady with his feet puts it out for a corner. What on earth were Leamington doing? Mahovo with the corner. Cleared only as far as Gibbs. Back out wide. And Williams with the challenge. Half an hour gone, 0-0, and Leamington struggling to get out of their own half. Great ball to McCarmer. And it's deflected off Cove and out for a Norwich corner. Can they find the breakthrough before half-time? Ball comes in and headed away, only to the edge of the area. Williams, and intercepted and cleared away once more. Diallo now with a chance to come back, and is brought down by Kelly on the edge of the area. But Harris edge of the area, and it's deflected wide for another Norwich corner. Cross comes in. Carbona with the header, and it's in. It was only a matter of time. Leamington haven't been able to get out of their own 18-yard box, let alone their own half. And sadly, it looks as though the cup dream may be over for Leamington. Leamington 0, Norwich 1. And in all fairness, it could be a lot more, as Norwich come forward once more. Brought down by Owen Farmer. Darling to take. Cordoba, the goal scorer, knocks it to Olvo. Diallo brought down by Stevenson on the left-hand side, and another Norwich free kick. Cordoba prays it to Grimshaw, out to Williams. Makama, tackled by Cove, and Lamar Gordon with a chance to come forwards. Played into Martin Friday, can he find a cross? He takes a shot, and that's an excellent save by Grimshaw, and out for a Leamington corner. Miro Pais to take, can they find a goal before half-time? Ball comes in, and it's well collected by Grimshaw. A brilliant chance for Martin Friday. Norwich now with the ball. Makama plays it into Parteris. Williams. Lamar Gordon with the challenge, and Martin Friday comes forward. Can he pick a pass? He cuts inside. Back down the wing. Brilliant run by Martin Friday, and it's collected by Grimshaw. He just couldn't find the final pass. Brilliant hold-up play though by Martin Friday. Makama brings the ball forward now for Norwich. Easily takes on the fullback. Crossed in and headed away, only as far as Diallo. Comes all the way back for Cordoba. And intercepted by Stevenson. A chance for Leamington to bring the ball forward now. Starting to see a bit more of the ball in the Norwich half now. Martin Friday, he tries to play in Owen Farmer. And an excellent interception. Ball comes in, Martin Friday, and blocked once more by Darling. This is better by Leamington right before the break. And Leamington have a corner. Cross comes in, and it falls to Williams, who hoofs it clear. Owen Farmer. Cove knocks it back to Stevenson. He tries to go along for Miro Pais, but it's intercepted and put out for a Leamington throw. We're into stoppage time now at the end of the first half. Gibbs now knocks the ball forwards. Intercepted by Crowther. Pais plays the ball long, and once more Cordoba, the goal scorer, intercepts, and Diallo has a chance to run forwards. And Stevenson with a good challenge, but Parteris wins it. Diallo's in, and he scores. Left-footed, blasts it into the roof of the net. Leamington, the most promising moments of the game, and they've been hit on the counter-attack by Norwich. Leamington 0, Norwich 2. And there goes the half-time whistle. A very difficult first half for Leamington. It's been all Norwich up until the last couple of moments of the first half, where they were starting to get a bit more of a foothold in the Norwich half. And unfortunately, the class from Norwich just shone through, hit on the break, second goal, and unless something of a miracle happens in the second half, this dream cup run by Leamington looks as though it's over. And Leamington get us underway. Can they produce something special, or will it be more of the same from Norwich, who've done a professional job so far? And here come Norwich once more. Diallo knocks it out wide. Ball comes in. Left-footed effort. Diallo at the back post. And it is game over. Right at the start of the second half. Diallo with a brace. Leamington 0. Norwich 3. And it's nothing more than deserved. Mahova now with the free kick for Norwich. Puts the ball in. Back post, shot from distance and deflected wide for a corner. Cordoba went for a header and it was headed just over the crossbar. He's had a great game today. Leamington just playing for pride now. I don't think anyone was expecting miracles, but let's hope they can go out with a bit of a showing. Oh, and Norwich have just hit the crossbar from the edge of the area. An excellent effort. Pat Harris is in, pulls the ball back and an effort and it's striked just over the bar. It's all Norwich. As Leamington look to just save some legs now. Anthony Lynn for Friday. Jones is going to come on for Baez. Keenor's going to get a run out for Cove. Berridge is coming on for Gordon. And Walker for Kelly. Keenor now with his first touches and he loses the ball and then proceeds to bring him down, and another free kick for Norwich. Gibbs to take. Ball comes in and headed just over the crossbar. Brady to take. Once again goes short. And it's just the same thing over and over for Leamington. Short goal kick, hoofed long and then straight onto a Norwich attack. The difference in class has been there for everyone to see today. As Gibbs is brought down by Walker. Walker launches the ball clear, picked up by Grimshaw near the halfway line. He hasn't had much to do today. And Norwich win yet another corner. Cross intercepted and out of play. And it's Gibbs to take. And Brady collects the ball comfortably. Half an hour left in this game. It's going to be a long half an hour left for Leamington. And here come Norwich once more, intercepted by Keenor. Perry goes long once more, looking for Anthony Lynn. Intercepted, but Williams brings it down. Berridge plays it to Lynn. Back to Williams, who finds Berridge. Can he get a goal? Left-footed, and it's blocked by the Norwich defence and out for a corner. Owen Farmer to take. Ball comes in and headed away by Darling. Jones plays it into Perry. Free kick to Norwich. Gibbs to take. Plays it into Darling. Cordoba with a chance for his second, and he gets it. He's had a brilliant game. And he slots it home with his left foot past Brady. Leamington 0. Championship side Norwich 4. Here comes Jones. Can he get a goal for the fans? Crossed in and headed away by Darling once more. Ball comes forward. They're in one-on-one. Thankfully, the assistance flag goes up. Straight just offside. 15 minutes to go. Williams plays it to Berridge. Knocks the ball on. Keano receives. Crosses the ball at the back post towards Jones. Brings it down nicely. Walker. Stevenson crosses in. Anthony Lynn goes up and he heads just over the crossbar. Some nice football there from Leamington. Some of the Leamington fans heading towards the exit, but regardless of today's result, they've got to be proud of the team's run. Stevenson now with the ball. Looks forward long. Anthony Lynn with the header, and he heads it straight at Grimshaw. The assistance flags up anyways, it wouldn't have counted. Gibbs now with the free kick for Norwich. Puts the ball in. Headed away by Lynn, and what an effort that is from distance, just over the crossbar. 10 minutes to go. Goal kick to Leamington. Brady to take short. Perry knocks it to Keano. Williams comes forward to Anthony Lynn. Farmer to Williams. Out wide to Berridge. Looks to take on the fullback. Plays it inside to Williams. On to Keano. Williams once more. Inside to Lynn. Owen Farmer with the effort, and that's an excellent stop by Grimshaw. Corner to Leamington. Owen Farmer to take. Puts the ball in and headed away once more. Jones now with the ball. Plays it to Farmer. Can he get a shot away? He can, but it's over the crossbar and out for a goal kick. And here comes Jones now. Played the ball inside and it's intercepted by Cordoba, who's had a brilliant game. Norwich play the ball forward. Keano with a great challenge. And it goes out for a Norwich corner. Ball comes in. And Darling heads just over the crossbar. Brady with the goal kick. Ready to play it short. Out wide to Keano. Forward to Berridge. Williams now plays it inside for Walker. On to Farmer. Stevenson to Jones. Looks to take on the fullback and does so. Pulls it back for Stevenson. Inside to Walker. I've no idea why he didn't shoot there. And here come Norwich yet again on the counter-attack. And brought down by Keano. Yellow card for Keno. Four minutes of stoppage time remaining. Can Leamington find a goal for the fans? Crowther now plays it to Stevenson. Jones takes on the fullback once more. Crosses the ball in, and it's well collected by Grimshaw. Falls to Berridge. Out wide to Jones again. Tried to get past the fullback. Failed that time and cleared away. It doesn't look as though they're going to get the goal. Anthony Lynn plays it to Keno. I think everyone's just waiting for the full-time whistle now. In a game that's been done since very early on in the first half. And there it is, the full-time whistle. A heavy 4-0 defeat at Championship side Norwich. Despite the result, you've got to give props to Leamington. The fourth round of the FA Cup for a team that weren't even supposed to make the first round proper. They can be proud of this run, and it's something to build on for next year when we can try and go again. It's not all over though. We've still got the league to go for, and we've also got the quarterfinals of the FA Trophy, so we do still have a cup run to do, and it's something to look forward to in this video. So after a very difficult afternoon in the FA Cup against Norwich, that means we have now lost our last two home games. We will look to put that right in the coming league fixtures, where we currently sit 8 points clear at the top of the table with a game in hand. So I am going to skip the games against South Shields and Chester. We'll come back for the home game against Merthyr and finish the video with the FA Trophy quarter-final game at home to Scunthorpe. So we have pushed ahead to the game against Merthyr. We will be going with a changed squad ready for our game against Scunthorpe in the FA Trophy. Rested a few players. Owen Farmer drops to the bench for Anthony Lynn. Berridge and Jones come in for Payes and Lamar Gordon. Walker comes in for Kelly. Josh Keno for D'Amico Burton. Bailey Berry's going to come in for Perry. And Stevenson comes in for Dan Meredith. We are quickly going to see how we got on in the games against South Shields and Chester. Hoping to bounce back from that humiliation in the FA Cup against Norwich. As you can see, things didn't get much better in the away fixture at South Shields. We again conceded 4 goals. A late brace from Owen Farmer, pulling it back to 4-2. We did get a morale boosting 3-0 victory at home to Chester. A very comfortable game, which we'll be hoping to carry on into the Merthyr game. Ready for our game against Scunthorpe in the FA Trophy quarter-final. And it's Leamington that get us underway. Despite that disappointing result at South Shields, you did see in the table there, Leamington still 10 points clear at the top of the table with a game in hand and looking to extend that lead further. Ball comes out to Friday, plays it out to Keno, cuts inside left foot, plays it back to Walker. Williams with an effort from distance, and it's deflected wide for a corner. Promising start from Leamington as Keno takes the corner. Ball comes in, Crowther with the header, and it's wide of the post. Murtagh play the ball forwards. Ball comes in and cleared away. Martin Friday to collect as he runs out the defence. Gets into the 18-yard box, cuts inside, right-footed, and that's a great stop from Cogman. Brilliant run by Friday and an excellent effort, equalled by the goalkeeper. Brilliant start from Leamington, they're only missing a goal. Berry now with the ball. Plays it out wide to Keno. Berry plays it to Berridge. Martin Friday once more. Taking on the defence, gets into the 18-yard box. Plays it into the middle to Anthony Lane, who slots it into the bottom corner. Brilliant run from Martin Friday. Got himself in the 18-yard box. Played it into the middle to Anthony Lane, who side foots it into the corner. Leamington 1, Murtagh 0. Murtagh play the goal kick short. Falls to Williams in the middle of the park, out to Jones. And good tackle by Lewis and put out for a Leamington throw. Tim Berridge looking as though he's down injured at the moment. Gonna see if he can run it off before half time. Now it looks as though Jones is down on the far side of the pitch as well. Both wingers now. That's not ideal for the game against Scunthorpe in the next match. Brady picks up the ball. Will he put it out of play? He does. Puts it out of play so Jones can get some treatment. We're hoping it's not a bad one. Tramley with the corner. And headed away. Moore now. He has a go and it's deflected wide for yet another corner. Evans to take. Ball comes in and Brady comes and collects that confidently. Hit long up the field. And that's a push as Friday tried to get his way through on goal. Stevenson brings down Tramley and it's a free kick for Murtagh in a crossing position. Just past the 25-minute mark. Plenty of chances for Leamington. Still 1-0 though, as Jones tried to find Martin Friday, collected by Cogman. Plays the ball long. And Rees is in. He has a go, and that's a brilliant stop from Brady as he knocks it behind for a Murtagh corner. Berry plays it to Crowther. Leamington knocking the ball around nicely. Jones tries to find Friday in the middle. It does, met by the head. It's a poor header though as it lobs into the hands of Cogman. Williams now with the ball. Berry knocks it out to Stevenson on the right. Forward to Jones. Plays the ball in nicely towards Friday. Falls to Berridge. Can he get a shot away? He can, but it's blocked and cleared away. And that's a push by Berry Henries. And here come Evans now with the ball. Plays it out wide to John. Forward to Sambu. Crosses the ball in towards Tramley. And a good touch by Crowther. And Bursley picks it up onto Lewis. And once again headed away. Evans on the edge of the area has a go. And it flies over the crossbar. Brady to take the goal kick. Williams with the ball in the middle. Plays it to Keenor on the left. Berridge now. Back to Keenor. Berridge into Williams. Plays the ball long towards Friday, who does collect in the 18-yard box. Plays it back to Berridge. Inside to Williams. Back to Berridge. Williams once more. Brilliant football from Leamington. An excellent stop by Cogman to put the ball out for a Leamington corner. Keenor to take. Puts the ball in towards Crowther and headed away. Picked up by Martin Friday. Plays it into Berridge, who tried to find him with the 1-2. Intercepted though and put out for a Leamington throw. Keenor to take. Berridge. Plays it inside to Anthony Lynn. And he should really have scored there. Brilliant stop from Cogman. The game remains Leamington 1, Merton 0. Walker now. Comes to Stevenson. Jones gives the ball away. Stevenson onto Williams. Back out to Stevenson. Jones. Plays the ball to Walker on the edge of the area. Left-footed and it's just over the crossbar. Stevenson, first time cross. And it's punched away by the goalkeeper. Falls to Williams though. Can he get an effort away? He can. And that is an excellent stop from Cogman, who tips it over the crossbar for a corner. We're into stoppage time at the end of first half. Keenor to take the corner. Crossed in and Anthony Lynn with the header, and it's tipped over the bar once more from Cogman. He's had a brilliant first half. Keenor with the outswinger. And it's headed away by Harris. And there goes the half-time whistle. Despite having plenty of opportunities, Leamington go into the break with a slender 1-0 lead heading into the second half. And it's Merton that gets us underway. Jones intercepts. Plays the ball long towards Friday. Great control. As he runs out the defence, that's a good tackle by John, but it falls to Berridge. Down the left wing, and he has gone down. He has been struggling with that injury. We thought he could run it off. But it does look as though he is going to have to come off as Berry puts the ball out. And Lamar Gordon is going to come on for the injured Berridge, and Pais is going to come on for Jones, who also took a knock in the first half. Cogman with the goal kick, goes long. Headed by Crowther, but it falls as far as Moore. Ambersley. Back to Moore. Lewis. Ball played forward. Tramley's in one-on-one, and that's an excellent stop by Prairie as he knocks it wide of the post. But it was an excellent opportunity for Murtagh and should really have hit the back of the net. And it's Gordon to take the corner. The ball comes in, cleared away. Miro Pais picks up, back into Lamar Gordon, cuts inside right foot. And once again cleared away. Keno heads it down to Gordon. Played inside to Keno. Left-footed. And that's another excellent stop by the goalkeeper and out for a corner. Keno to take. Puts the ball in and it's headed away once more. Picked up by Miro Pais. Crowther knocks the ball long and collected easily by Cogman, the goalkeeper. Few changes there. Farmer, Kelly and Burton coming on as Miro Pais comes forward with the ball and it's deflected behind for a corner. Good pace from Burton to collect the ball. Knock forward to Friday. He's done brilliantly to head that down to Gordon and gets it back. Played into Gordon. Can he get a shot away? He pulls it back to Williams. Into Friday. Williams once more. And he strikes it over the crossbar. We're into the last 25 minutes. And somehow it's still Leamington 1, Merton 0. Can Leamington find a second? Or will Merton make them pay for all these missed chances? Farmer. Into Stevenson. Went for the cross, but it's blocked. Falls for Kelly. Inside to Williams. He's down the wing. He's cutting inside. Right-footed. And he finds Gordon in the middle, who slots it into the empty net. And finally, Leamington have a second. And it does look as though that'll put the game beyond doubt. They will be looking to add some more to this. Here come Leamington once more. Gordon now. Great tackle by Williams. But Gordon wins the ball back. Friday now. Berry. Knocking the ball around nicely at the back. Stevenson bringing the ball forward. Into Owen Farmer. Out wide to Gordon. Plays it back in and Owen Farmer continues his goal scoring form. Lamar Gordon with the ball in. Anticipated by Farmer, who strikes it into the back of the net. Leamington 3, Merton 0. With 15 minutes to go. Brilliant run by Farmer to get in front of the defender and slot it into the empty net. Ten minutes to go. The ball comes in. Sambu at the back. He's headed it to Tramley. He puts it into the net. And I was just about to say they'll be wanting to keep a clean sheet going into the next game. They haven't done so. Leamington 3, Merton 1. 5 minutes to go. We're into stoppage time. And there's the full-time whistle. The game ends, Leamington 3, Merthyr 1. A brilliant performance. They'll just be disappointed that they conceded that late goal. But other than that, they go into the game against Scunthorpe with 2 wins from 2. A performing pretty well. We are now about to head into our game against Scunthorpe. We've reverted back to what I feel is our strongest team. Eddie Brady in goals, Dan Meredith, Archie Crowther, Callum Perry and D'Amico Burton in defence. Kelly and Williams in the midfield, and our attackers for the game will be Miro Pais, Lamar Gordon, Owen Farmer and Martin Friday. The bench, Bailey Berry, Anthony Lynn, Josh Keenor, Adam Walker and Jared Jones. Tim Berridge missing out, obviously, went off injured in the last game. He's unfit for the next week. So we're going to see how we get on without him against Scunthorpe, who currently sit 19th in the National League. And here we go in the FA Trophy quarterfinals. Leamington to get the game underway. It will be a difficult game. Scunthorpe not being in good form, sitting 19th in the National League. However, they are still in the league above Leamington, who will be hoping some home advantage will be able to do them right in this game. And that's a wayward effort from Roberts that loops straight over Brady's bar. Lamar Gordon now with the ball. Plays the ball in towards Martin Friday and headed away. Kelly. Williams now plays it to Crowther. Meredith. Plays it to Miro Pais. Looks to take on the fullback, crosses it in towards Farmer, and that's a good block. Cleared away. Perry tries to knock it back in, but collected by Borto, the Scunthorpe goalkeeper. Good start from Leamington. Williams now with the ball in midfield. D'Amico Burton. Gordon plays the ball towards Friday. Does win the ball. Holds the ball up nicely. Back to Williams. Plays the ball into the back post towards Pais. Kelly now. Chance to shoot. And straight into the hands of Borto. Another good chance there for Leamington. Borto plays the ball long. Won in the air by Dan Meredith. And Owen Farmer gets there before the fullback. Cuts inside. And that's a great tackle from Horton. Williams edge of the area to Gordon. Can he get a shot away? He can, but it's deflected behind for a corner. And Borto to take a free kick. Plays it short. Inside to Scales. And Gordon ends up in the referee's book for a trip on Roberts. Miro Pais. Meredith plays it to Owen Farmer. Archie Crowther. Kelly now with the ball. Back to Perry. Williams to Owen Farmer. Plays in Martin Friday, who has a goal first time. And it's easily collected by Borto, but it was some great football there from the Leamington team. Ball played forwards and collected by D'Amico Burton, who clears the ball up. Eze now. Cutting inside onto the right foot. He gets a shot away. And just like in the FA Cup tie, Scunthorpe have taken the lead. How will Leamington bounce back? Leamington started the game off well, but it's Scunthorpe that lead 1-0. Meredith now with the ball. Williams in the midfield. Plays it to Martin Friday. Out wide to Lamar Gordon. Takes on the fullback. Right-footed effort, and it's tipped over the crossbar from the goalkeeper. Five minutes to go plus stoppage time in this first half. Can Leamington get a goal back? Meredith plays it in. Miro Pires with the ball. And a goal line scramble eventually cleared away. Crowther. Perry knocks it forward to Gordon. Out wide to Burton, but it unfortunately comes to nothing. Two minutes plus stoppage time to go. And there goes your half-time whistle. Leamington starting the game off really well. Couple of early chances. Hit on the break by Scunthorpe, who go into half-time with a 1-0 lead. Leamington with it all to do in the second half. And it's Scunthorpe that get us underway. Brady now with the ball. Plays the ball long towards Farmer. Collected by Gordon. Tries to find Martin Friday. Back out to Gordon. Can he get a shot away right-footed? And that is an excellent stop by Borto. Is it going to be one of those games? Dan Meredith with the throw. And Miro Pires is brought down by Eze. Comes to nothing though, as Leamington look to the bench in a hope of pulling something back from this game. Jones coming on the left-hand side. Anthony Lynn coming on for Farmer. And Walker for the disappointing Kelly. Ewing now with the ball. Played back to Rose. Good football from Scunthorpe. Played out wide to Eze, the goal scorer. Cuts inside on that right foot. Ewing scales with an effort, and Perry deflects it behind for a corner. Scunthorpe just trying to get a foothold on the game. Leamington being really disappointing so far in this second half, as they look to go a bit more attacking, as in search for that goal. Borto now plays it long. Archie Crowther headed it straight to Baker. It's a poor header. Out wide to Eze. Good tackle from Miro Pais. Brings the ball forward. Anthony Lynn now driving at the defence. Look for the cross for Friday. Deflected behind for a corner. Miro Pais to take. Crossed in and headed away easily by Rose. Jones now. Played it in towards Martin Friday. Brings it down well. And there's the equaliser. But the referee's assistant has his flag up. And the celebrations are short-lived. Great ball in. Brought down well from Friday, who puts it into the net. But unfortunately, it has been disallowed. And Leamington need to try and find another way as we head into the last 15 minutes. Good tackle by Jones. Williams now. That's an awful ball and goes out for a Scunthorpe throw-in. Walker with the ball in midfield. D'Amico Burton. On to Jones, who's looked lively since he came on. Left-footed ball in towards Miro Pais and it's headed away and out for a Leamington throw on the far side. Meredith now with the ball. There's a good tackle by Baker, but both players are down injured at the moment. A little delay in play as Baker had to come off injured. And it's Roberts now with the ball for Scunthorpe. Played out to the right back position. Rose at centre back. Rowley plays it out wide to Denton. This is nice football from Scunthorpe. Leamington just can't get the ball at the moment. Ball knocked forward looking for Eze. Collected by Brady. Walker now to Meredith. Miro Pais now looking to get through the defence. Played inside to Lynn, who has a go from distance and it's deflected behind for another corner. Miro Pais to take. Crossed in and headed away by Rose. Jones onto Miro Pais. Left-footed cross. But the referee's assistant again has his flag up. Last 5 minutes. Can Leamington save their cup run? Jones plays it out wide to Burton. Down the line for Jones once more. First time crossing towards Anthony Lane. And he heads it into the back of the net. And with 2 minutes of normal time remaining, Leamington have found a way back into the game. Leamington 1, Scunthorpe 1. Jones, left-footed ball, onto the head of Lynn. And despite Porto getting the slightest of touches, it does go in off the underside of the bar. And can Leamington find a winner? Or are we heading to penalties? Crowther now to Walker. Out to Miro Pais. Takes on the fullback. Can he find the ball? He can. Anthony Lynn once more. Falls to Miro Pais. Pulls inside left-footed and it's headed away. 5 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Brady with the goal kick. This might be Leamington's last attack. Jones now with the ball. Williams back to Jones. Plays the ball forward towards Martin Friday. Left-footed. Oh, it's deflected off the post. Leamington nearly won it in the dying minutes. Meredith with the throw. Pais into Anthony Lynn. Right-footed effort. And it's over the crossbar. And I think that is going to be it. Leamington corner. Headed away by Rose. Jones. Down to Miro Pais. Left-footed. And the assistance flag goes up once more. And I think we are heading to penalties. And here we go. Martin Friday to step up. And it's a poor penalty, saved by Borto. Rowley with the penalty. Slots it into the net. We actually missed the first penalty, but it is 3-0 to Scunthorpe. Leamington missing both their first penalties. And it's Walker. Needs to score. Or the cup runs over. And he does put it in off the underside of the crossbar. Brady has to save this penalty. As Beeston steps up. And he has saved it. He tried to go down the middle. Brady read it and just palmed it away. And it's Dan Meredith now. Has to score. Steps up and slots it into the corner. Brilliant penalty from Meredith. But Brady has it all to do again. Has to save it. Otherwise the cup runs over. Stands up tall in the middle of the goal. And unfortunately the ball ends up in the back of the net. To the goalkeeper's right. Heartbreak for Leamington. And it ends Leamington 2, Scunthorpe 4 on penalties. And the cup run is over. So after that disappointing result in the FA Trophy quarter-final, we are now out of both cup competitions. We will try again in the FA Trophy next season. However, we just weren't good enough this year round, getting beat on penalties against Scunthorpe, who got revenge for the FA Cup exit to us earlier in the season. We do still have a lot to play for though. We're still going for the league title. currently sit top of the league, 10 points clear now with 2 games in hand. So when we come back, we will come back, I think, for the Darlington game, where hopefully we can pick up some wins before then and not be too far away from lifting the title and getting ourselves promotion to the National League. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you on the next one.